What's going on, everybody? This is Zach with Strictly Shisha. I hope all of you are doing well. For those of you who are new to the channel, my name is Zach. I used to be a YouTube reviewer, used to help review, consult with companies, and create new products, brands, developing tobaccos, accessories, and things like that. I made YouTube videos pretty consistently for many years. Been smoking hookah for over 15 or so, and I started this channel back in December of 2013. Life got a little bit away from me, and I wasn't able to make reviews as consistently, so I'm not a YouTube reviewer anymore, but I felt like making a video today. I felt like hanging out with you guys and seeing you guys, kind of telling you what's going on in my life and go back to where it all started. The flavor that I'm reviewing today is the first thing I ever reviewed ever. It was back December 2013 with Wayne, a good friend of mine. We just started the channel, and this was the flavor we chose to review. Back in the day, HAZE was where it's at. They were a leader in the industry. They hosted a ton of events, very consumer oriented. I mean, just making awesome, high quality products. They made a lot of changes over the years. So I want to tell you guys, how do they fare today? Are they still a player in the game? Do I still enjoy smoking it? So let's see if I still know how to do this. Let's jump into this review. So if you guys are not familiar with my style of reviewing, once again, I was a reviewer, not an influencer. So I try not to push the agendas of brands. I don't get paid by brands ever. HAZE has no idea that I'm doing this review. I bought this HAZE with my own money. So I just try to share my thoughts and experiences based on my testing of products, my use of products, not just what I read on websites or what brands tell me to put out there on the market. So I went on Hookah-Shisha or Hookah John, whoever I was on that day, and I remember the nostalgia of enjoying HAZE. I remember the flavor potency, the flavors were just always kicking. It's unlike these Middle Eastern brands like Al Fakr, which, hey, throw some respect on their name. They're still a good brand. They're still out there doing their thing, but that's just not my style of smoking. I like those potent, in-your-face profiles. I like great flavor strength, so I enjoy brands like Trifecta, Zomo, Azure, even HAZE. I really enjoy the potency of these products and their performance. So I ordered some up, I packed a bowl of it, and I was like, damn, this is exactly what I remember. So I'm taking it back to that old review. This is a banging flavor. I really enjoy it. So let's tell you a little bit about it. HAZE was always a brand that was known for taking heat and putting out those clouds. So let's show you the performance on this first of all. Oh, just as I remember, those milky, thick clouds. HAZE was always a very wet brand, very high in glycerin. It's a blonde leaf tobacco. I mean, you could always just load on the heat and this stuff would rip. So today's setup is my go-to hookah, pretty much my everyday beater, the hookah I love, the hookah I trust, the hookah I'd probably smoke for the rest of my life. I've been using this every day consistently now for about a year and a half now. And there's not very many other pipes on the market that have caught my eye. I love smoking out of this MIG Mini-Me Premium. Now, I do want a stimulation, so if any of you guys have a hookup on a stimulation, contact me. I want one of those bad boys so bad. I love stainless steel pipes. I love these modern draws. I love diffusers, so that pipe looks like something that I might also enjoy. But right now, I have no qualms with this hookah. It's just amazing. So smoking out of that, I do have it paired with a stainless steel tip from First Hookah. Actually goes with the hookah in the back over there. A hookah I regret not reviewing fully. A fantastic Russian brand hookah. It just came to me in a time where I just wasn't in the right place to make reviews for you guys. So we regretfully didn't review that. It might still come, but I actually really enjoy that pipe. But you can see I have the tip paired with this hookah today. Of course, a soft touch silicone hose. So if you guys are not using a washable hose, come on, germs, bacteria, COVID, nasty crap going on these days, you should be using a washable hose to keep this sanitary. I prefer soft touch so it doesn't get snagged on things and doesn't collect a lot of lint. So that's my go-to. I have the HAZE packed in a bastard bowl from Terry out of Cyprus. Fantastic low capacity, high quality bowl. Works well with the blonde leaf that I packed in it today, or even dark leaf, and you don't have to waste a ton of tobacco to get that performance. That's the secret with you guys. A lot of people can pack these bowls and they're using like 40 grams of tobacco in these giant bowls, and look at these clouds I can rip. I was like, show me that you can pack 15, 20 grams in a bowl and get longevity out of it, get performance. That is where I get impressed. I don't like to waste tobacco. I'm someone personally who goes one round of coals because I want that one solid round of cubes and I want to enjoy every hit of it. I don't want that like diminishing flavor over the second round. That's just not what I enjoy. Oh, I have one layer of HD foil on top. And personally, I've gotten away from traditional heat management devices like the Lotus, like the ones from Shisha Bucks. I have a majority of them that came out on the market, and this is my go-to setup. I love the Provost. I don't think I've smoked straight on foil in like over a year. I haven't done it myself personally. I've smoked bowls that people pack for me, but this is my go-to setup. The Provost with cubes, this just rips. And let's show you guys again. Even from the beginning when I first started smoking hookah, I was always a cloud chaser. I believe there is a balance of flavor and clouds, but I'm heavy on those clouds. I love ripping those voluminous, dense, thick clouds. That is why I smoke hookah. And I think you can have the balance of flavor in there. Some people think you have to have it one or the other, but I think there is a marriage of both. When you know how to heat manage, when you smoke premium brands like this Haze or like Trifecta, you get that potency that really goes well with those voluminous clouds. And it's a marriage made in heaven. That's why I really enjoy smoking this Haze again. Now Haze, I think they came out in 2011. When it was made here in the US, like I said, really active in the US market. 13, they kind of hit their, I mean, they were just right at the top. 14, right at the top. Maybe even 15, they were right at the top. I mean, doing amazing things. I don't know what happened in the company. It's none of my business, but they did move their production overseas to Spain. I kind of fell off the brand for a while, wasn't enjoying it as much. I was just also moving on to the new brands. I was moving on to all the new stuff coming out in the market. I am a reviewer, so I was, can I say am still? I don't know, whatever, it's up to you guys to decide. Trying out the new brand. So I just fell away from Haze, but I heard during that time they had issues with their quality control, their consistency, and it just wasn't a brand that people recognized anymore. But I think they've made a resurgence. I've noticed them more on the forums again, people talking about them, people respecting it, going back to those old flavors. Chai-tastic, Watermint, the Lemon Drop. I mean, just they had some wonderful flavors, and I see them resurging in the market these days. So that's one reason why I wanted to try it. And this is the Haze I remember from back in the day. This is the exact same. The cut is fine, not a lot of stems, easy to pack. I do kind of like a medium to medium dense pack, but it's versatile. If you want to kind of fluff it in there, you want to dense it in there, this is one of the brands that can do that. Those are brands that I love. I hate when you have to do a very specific type of pack, you know, move it off the edges, medium dense, flat, semi-fluff pack, fill it. Nobody got time for that. I'm here to smoke and enjoy. Hookah is not that hard. I want to enjoy, and this is a brand that can let me do that. So one more thing I want to do in my reviews is smoke more. I feel like I just talk too much, just run my mouth. So let's smoke some more. So this round of my new Haze, I picked up 2 flavors. I picked up their new Sugar Mint. It was enjoyable. Great performance, flavor was on point. It wasn't a mint that I personally resonated with too much. It was like a sugary mint. It wasn't, didn't have the creaminess that Watermint has. It doesn't have the creaminess that Peppermint Shake has. It was great, I enjoyed it. I think it's worth trying, but it wasn't for me. But now the Sub-Zero, on the other hand, it has this very unique floral paan type mixture. If you're not familiar with paan is like an Indian like after dinner palate cleanser. Consists of leaves, spices, and nuts. And I don't know how to explain it to you. It's not a spice like cinnamon. It's not warm spices where you get that overwhelming like baked good feel. This is like a floral, very unique, like I don't care if you're eating the strongest Indian food or you have some sort of ethnic food, this will clear that up, and that is what paan is used for. It's a flavor that I always appreciated growing up and throughout my smoking life, but I don't know, I just never really enjoyed it as much as I do now. Now that I'm getting older, my friends are enjoying smoking these paan flavors, and they're always smoking that Afzal and other brands like that, which got a lot of respect for them. They make a variety of different flavors of this kind. But this one, on the other hand, is what I love. It's got the floral notes, the spice, but it has that really strong menthol, which is what brightens it up for me. It doesn't matter how much heat you load on here, how long you're smoking, that menthol is the prominent note. And in the background, you get those spices. They're just fighting for their place in there. And it's you can just feel it lingering in your mouth. Oh, it's great. It's one of those flavors that's not overly sweet. It's just great. I could smoke this every day. I love the floral flavors. Noir from Trifecta, Lavender Mint, those are my kind of jam. Those are flavors that I enjoy. So this resonates really great with me. It's an overall really enjoyable flavor. So needless to say, I enjoy this flavor, but I've actually packed this flavor for a ton of different people over the holidays, Christmas, New Year's, Thanksgiving. This is one of the flavors I made sure I had on hand for my friends. So large groups of people would come over, I would pack this for them, and some of them really enjoyed it as is, but for some of them it was just quite strong. They weren't avid hookah smokers. So I would pair this with a bit of Trifecta Noir, which is a jasmine and rose, and a little sweetness in that mixture would really round off the spice notes in this. Or I paired it with Trifecta's Peppermint Shake. I kind of enhanced the cooling a little bit, get that spice more in the background, and the sweetness from that Peppermint Shake also really kind of softened the edges of the spices. I remember back in the day, Whatamints, that buttery mint, mixing that with this Sub-Zero was one of my favorite mixes of all time. I remember really enjoying that. Oh, Frozen Lakes, I just remembered Frozen Lakes from HAZE. I gotta order that next because I remember that was one of my go-to top flavors of all time. I gotta pick that up. So note to self, get that. But in general, a lot of my friends really enjoyed this flavor, and like I said, I think it's a great way to kind of get your feet wet in this pond kind of genre. If you've had it in the past, you didn't really appreciate it, that menthol in here makes it a lot more palatable and a lot more enjoyable for most people. So HAZE, I don't know what you did in the middle of your career, but from the beginning of it, this stuff is exactly as I remember. Even the packaging is the same. This new batch I got was made in Poland. So they moved away from their production facility in Spain. They're now in Poland, and I think they found a sweet spot. It's really good. The only thing I don't love is this tin container. Come on, get out of the past. You need to have the plastic containers. This thing still rusts when the juice leak in here. It's an absolutely useless container. It's hard to open. I just know. Move on to the Trifecta style packaging with the plastic containers, a screw-on lid. You'll be good to go. And they even probably kept the same exact bags. The interior bag that they package the tobacco in, I'm wondering if it's the same batch. It's where when you're pulling that bag apart, it has the logo on top. If you are old HAZE smokers, you remember this. For those of you who never smoked it, you're gonna be like, this guy's crazy. But when you open that bag, the print, the ink from that bag, when you're pulling it apart, would get on your fingers and give you what you call a HAZE tattoo. It would just be their ink and their logo just like on your fingers and hands. It still has that same shitty effect. They need to up their packaging game to match the quality of their tobacco, and I think they could really make a great resurgence of the brand. I can see them being at the top again. So HAZE, keep up the good work, make some minor improvements, but I'm happy with this flavor. So I can definitely recommend all this flavor to you guys. So thank you guys. Thanks for watching. I'd like to see you guys again. I'm happy to be back. I'm not gonna promise any more reviews because I don't like breaking promises, but I'm sure doing my best to try to make more reviews for you guys on a consistent basis. So feel free to thumbs up the video. I like it. Like I said, I make videos for you guys. I don't make it for anybody else. I don't get paid for this. HAZE doesn't know me. I do it for you guys, and I missed you guys a lot. So I'll see you guys hopefully in the near future. But until then, you guys take care of yourself and enjoy a great start to your 2022. Cheers, everybody.